transparent, does that not run foul or run contrary to a conversation that you and I need to have before a deal is reached? Because if I for example, have what's it called, stakeholders, and then the stakeholders don't need so much information to go out in public, right? One of the things you add is that clause, like the non-disclosure agreement.
Yeah.
Now, if you're adding audio-visual and it's something that anybody can now access, doesn't that run contrary?
No, I feel that before they get to the point of saying, okay, let's have an audiovisual documentation of the meeting, of the negotiation, they would have had an agreement if whatever we're going to be discussing is meant for the public.
Okay.
Or if it is just for the personal consumption. You know, some of those things, you and I in media, you understand that there are certain places where cameras are prohibited. There are certain places where they tell you that nothing can come in. Or even as a media house, before you can have access, you must have the approval of the parties involved. You understand? Okay, Ahmad, you're back.
The issue is it's not even getting the approval of government is the case. The case is, even if you get the approval of government, they allow you to mount a camera or any audio recording material. The issue is there is always a clause that said, okay, we only have the right to allow these things to be broadcast for public consumption. Or you can't even take a behind-the-scene picture of yourself doing a certain negotiations that you can post on social media for marketing reasons. So the key thing is, like for example, South Africa used to have that clause that said every negotiation must be recorded and must be broadcasted after some certain period, or the public may have access to it. But after some time in UK, an ambassador of US in UK. And this movie, as we speak, it has gone for almost like third series, and it's sending a message not only to the world, but to all other people around the diplomatic people around the diplomatic community, that US is very powerful. Again, there are other people who are doing. Documentaries that are reading about the influence of all this, after negotiations and after deals agreements on businesses. Like we have the likes of one of my colleagues, David Aquara, on businesses. Like we have the likes of one of my colleagues, David Aquara, Nigerian.
It makes transparency better and perhaps improve public trust. And perhaps that argument